Hello my dear friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I want to show you a beautiful flowering plant which name is called Geranium. Geraniums are a long-time favorite of gardeners. They are easy to grow, colorful and emit a lovely scent. Here's how to grow geranium in your home and garden. Although they may be kept outdoors during the warmer part of the year, geranium are typically kept indoor to overwinter. Alternatively, if provided with enough light, they can bloom indoor in all year long. Geranium or pelargonium, a case of mistaken identity. The plant that we commonly call geraniums were introduced to Europe by Dutch traders who brought them from South Africa in the early 18th century. Because these new plants resembled by hardy wild geraniums already growing in Europe, botanists mistakenly grouped them together into the same genus. In 1753, Swedish botanist Carl Linnaeus classified them under the genus Geraniums. When it was later discovered that these new geraniums differ from European geraniums in the shape of their petals, the number of stamens and other factors, they were reclassified under pelargonium, meaning stork bills, a reference to the long, sharply pointed shape of their seed pod. Their original common name stuck, however, and we still say geraniums when we actually mean pelargonium. Geranium may be grown as houseplant or as annual flowers. During the warmer month of the year, they can be kept outdoor in a sunny location. If keeping geranium as houseplant, be sure to bring them indoor in late summer or early fall, when nighttime temperatures start to regularly dip below 55 degrees Fahrenheit or 13 degrees Celsius. When buying geraniums, pay close attention to color and size. Healthy leaves will have no discoloration on or below them, and stem will be shortly, not straggly. Be sure to avoid any plants with obvious sign of pests as well. Common houseplant pet includes mealybugs, whiteflies, and spider mites. Place plant in pot with drainage hole to avoid root rot. Use a well-draining potting mixture. When planting in container, geranium do not like to sit in soggy, compacted soil. For maximum bloom, place the plants in an area where they will get 4 and 6 hours of sunlight. How to care for geraniums? Allow soil to dry to some extent between watering, then water thoroughly. During the winter, water much less, but do not let their root dry out entirely. Geraniums do best when given a period of dormancy through the winter months, during which they use less water and do not grow much. See below for more overwintering instructions. To encourage blooming, deadhead spend flowers regularly. To promote bushiness and curtail legginess, pinch back the stems. During active growing months, fertilize every 2 weeks or so. Use the water-soluble fertilizer at half strength. Don't fertilize in winter, when the plant should be dormant. Geraniums can be repotted in spring to encourage new growth, or if they look like they need to be refreshed. Overwintering geraniums. Geraniums that have spent the summer outdoor can be kept as houseplant, provided they get lots of sun. In northern climes, the sun may not be strong enough in later winter to stimulate buds on some varieties. Before the first falls frost, lift the plant and using a sharp, clean knife, cut the stem back in a shapely fashion to about 6 to 8 inches. They should not have to support great masses of leaves in the low sunlight environment they are about to enter. Say the few stem as cutting to root, an easy way to multiply your plant. Transplant the mother plant to the smallest pot possible, enough to just fit the roots using regular potting soil to fill. Keep the plants in shape for a week, then place them in a sunny pot and keep them cool. During winter, geraniums grow best with night temperatures of 50 to 60 Fahrenheit, but will survive if they drop to 32 Fahrenheit and or rise above 80 Fahrenheit, as long as they kept relatively dry. When new growth appear in the spring, cut off all the old leaves. The only things more difficult than getting the new growth to appear is keeping it, and here's some help with that. Water only when the leaves show sign of dropping and provide only small amounts. Do not fertilize or feed the plants. It is critical that this plant get rest. Common problems can be low light or over or underwatering. The leaves will return yellow as an indication you are watering too little or too much. In this case, try to even the watering out and move the geraniums to be brighter place. Most geraniums root easily from stem cutting in soil, coarse sand, water, perlite or mother rooting material. Using a sharp, clean knife, make a slanted cut 4 inches below a stem tip above a node where leaves emerge. Trim cutting to just below a node, remove any buds, all but 2 or 3 leaves, and the leaf-like stipules as the base of leaf stalks. Roll the stem cutting in newspaper or put in the shades for 24 hours so that the cut end will seal and not rot. Push the stem into a pot of moistened rooting medium and store in it a warm shady place for 2 days. After that, give the cutting indirect sun, moisten the medium only as needed. For the minor cuts, apply crushed geranium leaves to stop the bleeding. Geraniums are known to be toxic to Japanese beetles, so you won't have to worry about those pesky pets. Geranium may cause indigestion or vomiting in young children and pets, so keep the plants out of reach of curious pets and children. This was our video. If you like this channel, do subscribe, like, share and comment.